like you. I thought he was.
Sir, no one. Why no? He was with KD. He beat up Terry Crews. Why nobody know this story? You talking about in Hollywood? They switched off roles. You take this and he. What?
So
Rickey Smiley knows this, and I don't know why he would lose a child and come on the air and start lying. That's why people believe in rituals right there. It's because, well, why would he lie? I don't know why liars lie.
Rickey Smiley recently did an interview with Jemele Hill where he explains why he was actually crying after the Katt Williams interview. Let's get into it, y'all.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy AT2 here. Please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. So we're going to watch this Jemele Hill interview with Rickey Smiley. Now, if you remember, just like I played that throwback clip, Katt Williams had mentioned something about, this is why people believe in rituals, referencing Rickey Smiley and his son who unfortunately passed away. Now, I do want to say this. Rickey did respond. He kind of gave this love and light kind of response. He didn't really go in on Katt. But then there was this video where he was making coffee, talking about Rickey Smiley. He was making coffee. He just started breaking down in tears and had to run off camera. Like, it was crazy. So he never actually explained, like, what happened. So this interview, I just found it was released a couple of days ago. So let me shut up. I know y'all wanted me to shut up. And let's get into the video, y'all. Here we go.
Transplant recipient. And the 1 year anniversary, the whole big Shannon Sharpe interview that blew up, the shot heard across the world. And it wasn't the fact of the interview, it was the fact that it was all lies and everybody believed it and attacked me and my family. Mm-hmm. And that was the 1 year anniversary of Brandon's death when I actually felt Brandon's death. Mm-hmm. You don't feel it until a year later because the only difference is you don't have a casket and you don't have flowers and you don't have condolences. So you're trying to heal the 1 year anniversary. It's like it happened all over again, except that you don't have a funeral arrangements and you're not busy comforting your other kids and your family members. And this interview come out, and not only are you being attacked, your kids being attacked, your family's being attacked, and it's like, another test. How are you going to overcome all of these obstacles? What are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? You can't get in no beef with nobody. I have to answer to Miss Katt Williams. I don't want her calling me.
See, I didn't know about his family being attacked as well, too. Like, definitely, I don't condone that over on my channel. Anybody bullying any family members. Stay on the actual topic and the person.
Because I work for people. I work for Miss Katt Williams and Albert Liggins, and we trying to close a deal with Disney and stuff or whatever. I got to move a certain way. I don't, work for myself or whatever. And I'm not going to get into no beef that'll get other people hurt and killed and harassed and all this kind of stuff. I had to keep it moving, so it's just stuff that you go through. But yeah, that's why I talk about it, because other people out here going through worse, and you just have to do what's right.
Rickey, you were talking about, obviously referring to Katt Williams and some of the things that he said when he did the interview with Shannon Sharpe. He had a lot of criticisms for not just you, but a lot of your comedian colleagues. You chose to, you said, respond in a way because you have to move a certain way. But sitting back now, seeing that all that's been said, is there any part of you that wishes you would have responded differently?
No, because that wasn't a good time for me to be responding to nothing like that. I was going through grieving. You understand? I was going through a terrible time, and you can't crash out. I just had to stay focused on, stay in therapy and stay focused on what I was focused on. I was like, you was fighting that, but you're dealing with the pain of losing your son. That 1 year anniversary, and all of a sudden lies, and you being attacked on the internet, and it's crazy because I was on the radio, and I was having because I started my first 13 minutes of the Rickey Smiley morning show with gospel music, and I was really having a moment where I'll never forget it. Jonathan McReynolds, "May Your Bad Days Prove That God Is Good." That's a record that I really go to when I think about that situation with my son. And people took that clip of me crying and made it as if that's because of what was said on the Shannon Sharpe interview, and how people would just lie. The only thing that bothered me about that is just a lie.
That's the way I took it. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, you had made your statement, then all of a sudden you was making coffee and you started crying. Like, I assumed it was because of what Katt Williams said. Now, definitely you grieving your son, but the fact that he said, well, this is why people believe in rituals and his son, blah, blah, blah. I mean, yeah, I would assume that hit you hard. And I can't necessarily say that it wasn't because Katt Williams, but he did trigger something, right? So it wasn't too far off. And I love it when these celebrities are like, oh, these people get it wrong. Well, you never told us. How are we supposed to get it right if you never told us what it was? It coincided with the Katt Williams interview. It did, because you had just spoke about it, and then all of a sudden you were recording yourself making coffee and you started crying. And as far as I understand, he never addressed the actual crying part. Like, he has talked about Katt in the past, but he never addressed that whole crying part right there. This is my first time. And let me know in the chat right now if this is your first time hearing him actually explain why he was crying.
And how people would just take a clip of anything and put it with that just to create something to get clicks. But my fans know me. My fans know who I am. I'm not trying to get new fans and all of this. And some fans I don't even want, because if you believe anywhere in your heart all of this stuff that was said about me, then you entitled to that or whatever. And I'm not out here to try to change nobody's mind that's already made up. You know what I'm saying? I'm focused on my fans or whatever. If D.L. Hughley say I'm good, if Pastor Keon say I'm good, if Bishop Joseph Walker say I'm good, if Ben Crump say I'm good, David Talbot, Will Packer, people that matter to me, Barack and Michelle Obama, if I'm good with y'all, if you said that you don't want to have anything else to do with me, I would lose a lot of sleep, because I have a lot of respect for you. I've been following you a long time. It's people like yourself and
so basically he don't give a damn about Katt Williams' opinion.
Mentors and people like Steve and Sid and Mayor Randall Wolfen, Mayor Keisha Lance Bottom, that went to work for the Biden administration, President Biden, who wrote me a personal handwritten letter when my son died. That stuff mattered. If any of those people had said something about me like that, or decided that they don't fool with me because of what was said, I would actually lose sleep. I don't care about what people think. I'm the grandson of Maddie and Ernest Smiley and Ada Mae Armour. I'm proud of who I am, and I don't have no regrets about anything, because that don't make me less of a man. You could single out one of my characters to try to emasculate.
Now, I do want to say this. It's kind of funny that we're talking about it now, after the 1 year of the whole Katt Williams Club Shay interview. Shannon Sharpe has gotten a lot of backlash after that. And Shannon Sharpe going through some things right now too, right? But anyway, basically, Rickey Smiley said that he had the role of Money Mike. Then Katt Williams comes on. Shannon Sharpe was all like, hey, our club Shay. He never had that role. That role was specifically for me. I'm the one who suggested bringing Don Juan in, and he played up the character like Rickey Smiley never had it. Now, of course, there's Rickey's story, there's Katt Williams' story, and then there's the truth. If Katt is just responding to what you said and he believes that not to be true, that's it. Like, I really don't feel like it was that deep. Maybe some of the things like the ritual could have triggered you. I definitely get it. But I don't think it was that deep to where Rickey has to be, yeah, he lied on me. He said this. He literally was just talking about you, and what he assumed was a lie about the Money Mike. Again, I never really heard Ice Cube come out and say anything. So, I mean, we may never really know the real truth, but it is what it is. And at the end of the day, I mean, it was content. We all talked about it, and we all assumed Rickey Smiley was crying because of what Katt Williams said. But let me know in the chat what you guys think about all this. But I just found this interesting because he actually did address the crying video that we had seen. So I just wanted to bring this by to you guys. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate every single one of y'all for being here. But we out. Deuces, everybody.